Good morning, YouTubers. Well, this morning I want to talk to you about the newest iterations of the so-called smart charging alternators. Now, to me, they're dumb, and they're a real pain in the butt. And you can run into some problems, particularly if you're not savvy to what happens, and you get into situations where you can come out to a dead battery, or you can be on the road towing a RV trailer with a rear view camera, such as I have, and the camera just drops out for no reason. Okay, let me tell you why. On the Nissan Titan that I have, 2017 model, with a V8 engine, gasoline, the thing can actually vary down to 11.8 volts and go as high as near 15 volts. Now, I'm not too concerned about the temporary higher voltages, but I am concerned about the lower voltages. And what happens is this: since they are variable and they base that charge or the voltage going into the battery, that battery can actually drop out certain things, and it drops out my GPS, it drops out my camera, as I said. That's not very good. The other thing too is if you go to an airport, and let's say it's in the summertime, it's hot, you drive to the airport, you're going to park your vehicle for a week. Let's say you drop that vehicle off in the parking lot just at the time that the state of charge of the battery says bring the voltage from the alternator to 11.8. And then you turn the key off and you walk off, go into the terminal, and off you go. You come back at the end of a week, and based on that problem where we have a parasitic load, your voltage is not high enough to allow the starter to crank, and that has happened to people. So what I'm saying is that these smart alternators, they have problems of their own, and they're not being addressed, particularly when you tow. And let's say you have a battery that is on your camper trailer, and you're thinking that it's going to stay charged, and then you pull in, you find out your battery goes flat real quick. Well, that's because the state of charge got down so low that your camper battery and your truck battery didn't charge at the point that you turn the key off, when that battery voltage charging went down to 11.8. So here's my solution, and what I did on my 2017 Nissan Titan is I took the smart alternator and made it even smarter. How did I do that? I simply disconnected the connector on the negative terminal of the shunt on the battery, and what that does, that cuts out the smart circuit and the pulse width modulation that comes from the module. And what it does, it makes the alternator behave like a normal mode, where the battery can go down as low as 13.8 and as high as 14.4. And that works just great. So if you're having a problem that I describe, that's how to cure it, and Nissan ought to address that. And they shouldn't allow that battery voltage to get down that low, because there can be situations when you park that vehicle that battery is not fully charged, and you come out, and next thing you know, you can't start the vehicle because it's set, and the parasitic load that's on that battery, even when the key is off, brings that voltage down even more. So Nissan has to address that, as well as maybe some of the other major manufacturers making cars and trucks. Anyway, take care, and that's my tip for the day.